Hello, and here we are once again. I'm Gary,
I'm Bunny.
and this is a free readings thing on whatever we're at here, YouTube. I don't think we want to hear me talking, but
I guess we don't want to hear you.
I've had been from another computer. See, yeah.
I
And
fixed
it's time
it.
delayed. I didn't know it was time delayed, but it is time delayed.
Yeah.
Like they can, if they hear something they don't like, they can jerk your little feed here. And I think I say inappropriate things all the time, but and I only got caught a couple of times. They banned a couple of videos. I remember that. I don't know whether what I said or what I didn't say. I guess
I
that's
think
the
it's
risk.
usually when you
That's
see
the risk you like when you're on the edge.
edge.
When you're
Edge of your
running
seat.
flat out on the edge.
On the edge of your seat.
Getting ready to start. Oh, okay. Say always Arlene, Donna.
People are saying hi.
can't read
Everybody's
that.
saying hi. Everybody's coming on. Peanut's laying at the window.
We'll show a picture of him a little bit. I'll show a picture of Peanut right now.
Can you get him?
He's got his own little area there where he guards the house by looking out the window.
He's got his own window.
Yeah, he's got two of them. Part of this one up here, he's got two.
What'd you drop?
So we'll listen carefully to what he says. There's Lori. There's a swinging my pendulum.
Who's swinging?
Okay, you ready to start, or do anybody have any comments they want to make? I think it's the most beautiful day here in Texas we've seen in a while.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect weather.
It can't be any hotter than 70 degrees out there. Nice little breeze. If only I had a boat.
And what are you going to do with a boat?
I could sit in it and look cool. Park in the front yard. Just sit in it like this.
Our front yard's a post.
Look at our new boat.
It's a post.
When you take it in the water. Oh, we don't go anywhere near the water. That would ruin the finish. We're just going to park it out here.
Yeah.
Charlene. Tina Mack. Charlene again. Mama Bear. Gary and Bunny, who is swinging my pendulum? It was swinging on its own. It's a control freak that's passed. Everything has to be. I'm getting the name Mark. Maybe nobody you know. Okay, where are we at here?
Right there. You're right. Right there.
Oh. This, I don't know if y'all know, I'm sitting here trying to read one, all of a sudden it jumps the whole page. Like, I don't know who they've been,
it updates.
I don't know who they've been dealing with that can read all these things. And answer. I'm kind of slow. I think that's the process. Oh, let's see. We had an apparition here the other night. I was telling her about it. She didn't see it, but it was some woman in a white blouse with lines across it like this. And I said it was who?
I don't remember who you said it was.
You knew who it was when I told you.
Oh, it was a friend of mine.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Passed away a couple. Kelly.
It was Kelly. I don't remember
Kelly.
that. I said Kelly.
Yeah, you said Kelly, and she passed away a couple years back.
People don't ever kind of really go away. You can't see them, but there's cracks in the fabric of the world. There's little tears in the fabric of the world that seem to me like I can just see right into whatever is really there.
Peanut.
That's Peanut. He's got a motorboat going there. But I see people, animals, things all the time. I don't know, but it's like there's a flash and there they are. It's exactly like it is in the movies. It doesn't make any more sense in real life. But I had a name, so I told her who it was, and she knew him. Go on, darling. He'll have to bark. It'll be all right.
Peanut.
Let's
It's a little
see.
girl. Shh. No.
Peanut is wise, yes, but he's growling a little bit too much for me. Hi, everyone. This is in Rhode Island. The weather is fabulous in Indiana. Good afternoon. Blah, blah, blah.
Someone's in his yard.
Oh, who is that?
Just neighbors with a little girl.
Oh,
Yes, Peanut is protecting the castle.
Tina Mac. This is interesting. Did I close the portal in my house? There wasn't one. There just seemed like there was one. There were spirits coming through a particular part, a particular place. It doesn't mean it's a portal. You were looking there, so they appeared there, and they will continue to do that. And believe it or not, it has something to do with slave labor. That's very strange, isn't it? What was the question? Did I read it? Oh, portal.
Portal.
There is something about slave, something. I don't even know what state you're living in, but this has something to do with forced labor of some kind a long time ago. So, and they just want to talk, and you just happen to be there. That's all it is.
You're going too far back.
Where are we? Where am I at?
Because I don't know what you're doing, and you're going too far back, though.
I am.
You're right there.
Okay. I love this one. Tiger Eye. Any suggestion on how I can increase the dopamine in my brain? Started with motivation and enjoying things. That's in my area. Dopamine is a drug that prevents pain, I think, isn't it? If you
Makes
get
you feel
hurt,
good.
dopamine comes out, and they have it artificially. Yeah, Tiger, you need to find a reason to be living, and that's what we're talking about. Motivation means you have to find a point to things, something creative, and giving back would do. You need a reason. Yes, Peanuts, protecting the castle. Did I close it? Oh, I'm back far, aren't I?
Yeah,
Again.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to find. Oh, Charlene wants you to pull a card for her. Tina Mac, I'm in Houston, Texas. Is that the slave thing?
Honey, I was dealing with Peanut.
Oh, you're in Houston. It has something to do with slave quarters. Believe it or not, you're in close proximity to some kind of slave quarters.
Who asked me for?
Mansion, agriculture or something, or manufacturing or something like that, slave labor, and your portal, or it's not a portal, it's really just where they are appearing for you, has something to do with slave labor. And there's a Mary there. So I don't know if you research if you can find it's maybe an underground railroad. I have no idea what it is. I don't think it was that far south, but look it up.
All right, you got it. For Charlene. Charlene, we got 2 of Cups. That light's kind of funky. So you're either getting involved or involved with a good partnership of some sort. So I'm not quite sure it's a business partnership. Kind of feels like a work kind of a deal. What do you think?
I wasn't listening. I'm reading this this thing by
Oh,
Kimber.
I feel so sad.
What did you say?
So sad.
What did you say?
Well, because
I don't have a brain that can stay on
Charlene
anything.
asked me. She asked me to pull a card. I pulled the 2 of Cups. So a partnership. I'm thinking partnership. I'm saying a partnership.
Yeah,
like
it's something you can't go alone. You have to have a partner to make it really work. Profitable. Yeah, two is better than one.
Okay.
One is a creative person and one is a control person with day-to-day stuff. So one person has the elasticity to create and the other one has to do with all the other day-to-day things.
Interesting.
Did my dad leave my sister and I anything in his will, living trust? He died in February this year and we never seen a full copy of the will.
Well, you're allowed to.
She's asking a metaphysical question, darling.
Right,
it can't be
sorry.
ascertained by calling them on the phone. There is an alternative will, an alternate will of some kind, and no, you'll never see it. I think it was destroyed in favor of the current one, which is different.
And your Tina's saying that she saw an African American that visited her, so that's the same thing.
Okay,
With you. So that's
okay.
great. That's
Woo.
awesome.
Confirmation. It's a slave quarters. So I don't know why they're there at your place unless you need to research the area. There could be a large plantation there with slave quarters near to where you live, but that's where they're coming through. Anyway. Sassy Sarah, hello, Dr. Sassy. Yes, Mama Bear, were you touching the string? Were you touching any part of this, or is it just hanging from something without you touching it? Because I've seen this act before about 5,000 times at every psychic fair I ever went to. Look, it's moving. It's moving. Yeah, you're making it move. I am not. My fingers are still. So human touching, you can't hold anything still. It will swing one way or another. So if you're, this is all just, pendulum stuff that people never tell you, but I've seen people demonstrating and their fingers are moving like very imperceptibly, but it's swinging. Oh, that's a yes. So if you're touching it and it's swinging, it's you. If you're not touching it and it's swinging, you need to set up some rules. If it's swinging this way, it's yes. If it's swinging that way, it's a no. And see if it follows that.
I think she did say that she did set up some rules. So that's I
didn't read that.
I thought I saw something like that. Oh, right, it's right up there.
Back and forth, and that's a yes answer for me. Okay.
Okay.
But if you had physical control of it, if you were holding it, you're doing it. You want an answer yes, so you swing it to where it'll give you a yes. I've seen that many thousands of times. And if you take the chain out of their finger and hang it off of something, it doesn't move at all, ever.
Oh, sometimes it does.
When the wind's blowing hard.
I'll show you something. Keep going.
Okay, my granddaughter is suffering from depression and has had an eating disorder. It all has to do with controlling. Stop controlling her. She's exhibiting this in order to get power in her life. That she feels controlled and unappreciative, doesn't like it. And she's exerting the control she can over herself by doing that. Just to have some control. I won't eat. See, I don't have to eat. And it upsets you. Stop telling her what to do. Stop controlling her. Let her wander around a little bit and figure out on her own some of these things. You're trying to tell her that she probably already knows or will learn at some point. Being overly instructive has a tendency to, people think they're losing control. And so they do these things to reestablish some kind of control in their life, which they don't have anymore. Someone's overreaching in there. Okay. Slave quarters, appreciate the information.
Go back up a little bit.
No, pull a card for me.
I pulled one for someone else.
It's Prince Charming's mom.
Oh.
Got to pull one for her.
Absolutely. Oh no. So I pulled Seven of Swords. Somebody's trying to pull something over on you, or something's going on.
Thing with Prince Charming's mom is someone's always trying to tell her what to do. Someone's always controlling her, and she agrees to it. So, okay, Mama Bear, no, just hanging.
Oh, that was the pendulum. She said was just hanging on her desk.
And I
She
was
wasn't
away
touching it.
from it, recording my workstation. It's a good idea to record your workstation because often spirits appear if you turn a camera on. We've had it happen around here. I think there's one on the website where we were watching television. I turned the camera on. It picked up a shadow that went right in, and it looked like my father. So anyway, good for you. Then you can trust that information. If you're not touching it, then trust it. No apparition, though, someone's saying. They're saying you're looking for answers in all the wrong places. You already have the answers within you, but you look over here to confirm that that's what the answer should be. But you already know the answer. Silly girl. You're smarter than you think you are. I know this sounds silly, but Veronica, some kind of a job where receiving people, maybe a desk receptionist or something where you greet people, and I don't know, hospitals have those. I know a lot of places have those. Lawyers' offices, everybody has someone up front. You don't like being up front. You like being behind the scenes. So it's tough for you to find a job in the real world when you don't want to be in the real world. You hide. A lot of online communication jobs available. Look there. You haven't made up your mind. Someone's saying grow up.
That's no fun.
That's terrible. That's a terrible thing to say to someone. Okay, where am I at? Never get back in shape. I love to dance. Can that motivate me in any way? Well, you just said your own thing.
Yeah.
Aaron, some kind of ethnic dancing, something from your heritage. You know, if you're Irish, then learn those Irish dances. I mean, they're very popular now anyway.
Good exercise.
Yeah, great exercise. A lot of that's from the waist down, that kind of stuff, but it's a lot of this, and you lose a lot of weight real quickly, get back in shape. Hibiscus rose. Is that a PAT? I have a terrible stomach and G-tract issues. Is it a parasite? I wish you were your best friend. It'd be easier to read her than to read her through you.
Oh, it's best friend. Oh, I thought it was for her. Yeah, it's this.
Something about being oxygen starved. Is this you or is this person? Oxygen starved with a heart condition. It's not pumping enough oxygen to make things work right. I didn't answer your question.
She said it's me. It's her.
Oh, you have a terrible stomach ache. Something about
no. She says you're asking about what you just said, oxygen starved, whatever.
And that's
she
you.
Said that's me.
I don't want to get ticky here, but shouldn't you worry about yourself maybe right now? You have a heart condition of some kind. Wouldn't it be good for you to maybe work on that. Your friend has gastritis. I don't know what that is. I haven't a clue,
It's
but
a
you'll have to
stomach
look it
ache.
up. Oh, so she has stomach ache. No, it's got to be more than that. Look up gastritis. It sounds too.
It's basically a stomach ache.
It sounds too. Like exact to be a stomach ache, but it's not a parasite. It's something that was handed down. Her family had it. Now she has it. It's a genetic condition of some kind. Anyway, it's not dangerous. Mama Bear gave us a message and then retracted it. Uh-oh. That must have been terrible. I'm glad
No,
you
I
did.
think it's in here.
Several new jobs and
Oh, so the-
conversations
so the
stay
person
with
with the
where I'm at and do what?
Ethnic dancing says
Yeah.
yes. They love ethnic dancing.
Yes, that's your key to paradise. And you can do it in the nude.
Oh, stop it.
Peanut doesn't understand English, so he's okay. Duchess of Mayberry. Ooh, I like
That's
that.
cute.
That's a cute name. Duchess of Mayberry. It's best if you stay where you are right now, but New Year there'll be some things that you might want to jump to. Right now, stay where you're at, but New Year, January, February, March, there'll be other things that you can jump to that will have a quicker ladder of success instead of staying at the bottom for so long. Where you're not in the bottom, you're in the middle somewhere, but you spend a lot of time there, and they don't promote very quickly. So, may I have a card, please? You point to something else. It's right there, the next one.
I see it.
What?
That's not.
What is that? Looks like you're dead. What is that?
Somebody's not being true to you.
This is why she can't be a road reader. She can't go out and be honest about anything. She found a card and he says, I'm not going to put that one. I'm going to pull another card. No. Someone's being unfaithful to you or lying or don't want to mention any names. Crafty lady. Oh yeah, she's been around a long time. Oh, I hate these. I was.
So Mama Bear says she retracted her answer because you basically answered it. So it wasn't anything bad. I read it. It wasn't anything bad.
Got an answer from Mama Bear. My son moved to Mexico. How do you see that my son, Claudio Andres, would move to Mexico? There's a possibility of that. And he may go not because he wants to, but because he has to. And that's a whole nother bag of worms there. Something about it being safer there for him. Interesting. Who is this?
That you already answered that. Controlling.
Okay. I have several injuries from 2 different accidents, July and August. Anything in the particular I should be extra concerned about, and how long until I totally recover? Something about blood clots. They're always present there.
Oh, yeah.
And you have something to do with aromas, Bonnie. You're an aroma therapist or have something to do with smells. Anyway.
Like good smells. I'm not sure what that meant.
I'm not either. Oh, Kat Studnick. Will I ever be able to read again? Why, did you break your eyes, or are you a card reader? You have to expand that out. The thing is, you can if you want to. That's what they're saying. You lack will and determination. In a life of luxury, sort of, and a lot of things get done for you. This is one you got to do. Arrhythmia. What does that have to do with reading?
Heart. It has nothing to do with, that was your heart question.
Oh, that was my heart thing. Okay.
Yeah. Pretty confused.
Well, they're all going by so fast.
I
And
know. I know.
And my brain goes someplace else, and I'm hearing things, and I come back, and it's nothing like what I was.
Yeah, nothing like what you saw, and
No.
then you got a punkadoodle barking.
Cat Studnick. Will I be able to read again? Nothing stopping you. I was thinking of going to visit my family in the next few weeks. Said me to go and end up with COVID if I go. Well, there's about a 30% chance you'll get COVID if you go. And you might have something you might expose them to by getting off of a plane. And you don't seem too concerned about yourself because you've had so much bad crap. So you're putting the family thing first. And I understand that. And I don't think it's going to get better with COVID and all these Omicron and all these other things anytime soon. I got the Omicron shot. I was the first one in this town to get it. And just walked in the store and I said, have you got that? And they said, it just came in. We can give you, you're the first one. So I believe it's going to escalate. It's kind of going to go up and down. The years will pass and we'll have an outbreak and it'll be a mess, and it'll have a year where it's not so bad, or half a year where it's not too bad. And you could pick this up any place. You're safe as long as you're at home. Your husband doesn't get out much or works from home or something. As soon as you go out that front door, you have a chance of picking something up, and you have lowered immune system. So why would you risk that? I understand why. To say hello to people you haven't seen in a while. Is it worth risking their lives? That's my question. I went to a doctor recently, and they asked me why I was wearing a mask, and I said to protect you. If I have it, I'm protecting you. And then they grabbed a mask and put it on because they hadn't thought about it. They're thinking about that. I won't catch it, but you don't know. Everybody comes in the door as a potential. That's a long, rambling answer, isn't it? Who is this guy? He's talking too long. It's about a 30% chance you get COVID. And I don't think you can do COVID. Is there a brick there close by? You can pick up a brick and whack yourself in the head and say, ooh, that's a bad thing to do. Maybe a rubber hammer, something a little less dangerous. Maybe a paper towel. Just throw it. Okay. Oh, there's the dancer thing. "18-year-old son looking for a job." It doesn't matter what his job is, whatever, something with his hands. But the thing is, he's going to have 15 jobs before he finds out what he really wants to do anyway.
That's what teenagers.
There's something now. There's some psychiatry thing associated with this. So I don't know if he wants to be a psychiatrist, or he needs a psychiatrist, or he needs a psychologist, or somebody like that. But there's a mental issue with what we're talking about. Let me know. You'll watch that one, right? Psst.
I heard you.
You'll watch that one, right?
I heard you.
You just got to say yes. I heard you means I'm sort of listening.
What have I been doing for the last 20 minutes?
I don't know. Probably shopping online. Will I actually choose a path soon? It feels like I need to, but I let fear or something stop me. You're afraid of the same old, same old. You pick a path and you're stuck in zombie land, and you don't want to do that. You want to move around and change and At some point that'll stop, but not for a while. You're a wanderer as well. You don't feel suited for anything, so you do this, and then that interests you, and you do that. You don't really have a path, and there's a lot of people in the world that never have a path. I believe you will choose at some point, but not right now. Something to do with education. Let's see. Sassy Sarah, what did I tell her? Oh, okay, flying, yeah. So I son, now I can't decide if I should buy again.
Not a great time to buy right now.
Tina, this is a terrible time. It's a good time to sell your house because you're going to get the most for it, but it's a terrible time to buy one. Rent, someone's saying very loudly. Rent.
Yeah.
It's too much work in owning. That's why you sold that one. And it needs work. Okay. Marby.
Oh, you were rambling.
I like that name, Marby. I never ramble. I always come straight to the answer.
Marby. Just
Rambling's my middle name.
so.
Gary Rambling Champion.
So I don't know why I'm getting these cards today, but
Ooh, that doesn't look
do
good.
you have some kind of a situation where, like a bad partnership or something that's causing you to make bad decisions?
Oh, they're causing you to make bad decisions.
Well,
See, that's
not they. I'm just thinking just the
they tricked you.
mixture
They tricked you into making
of
bad
the
decisions.
two people.
No, you got yourself into that. I think there's 2 or 3 people actually doing that to you. Or maybe the last 2 or 3 people you dated did that to you. Or there's 3 people around you now that are getting a 3 anyway. Yeah, do you know what's making my husband sick? Give me a second. There's some kind of a pancreas issue here. And that's not someplace I go very often. And there's something missing. Food. Some kind of a strict diet is what he needs. Gastrointestinal again. It's possible he has a food allergy.
That's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, and I can tell you how to find it. You like this one.
I will.
You eat strictly beans and boiled beef for a month. And then as you add a new food, if he has a reaction to it.
Why boiled beef?
See, I don't answer questions like that.
Just saying. Your chicken is probably what people would first say. That's the simplest. Beef is not easy on the stomach.
Don't listen to her.
Just saying.
She knows nothing.
I'm just saying.
She knows nothing. She tucks the dog in and puts covers around him and gives him a little kiss on his nose every night. Come on.
I do.
You're going to listen to that? Okay. Gastrointestinal food allergy, be my guess. So you give him a strict diet of boiled beef and beans because those two generally do not have an allergy to them. That's why.
Chicken.
And after about a month, then you go to add an item. And if he reacts to it, he's allergic to that when you take it out of his diet. It's pretty simple.
Or figure out what he's eaten in the last month or two. It's different.
Oh, that's guessing.
Just saying.
Mine is the scientific method.
It's not science.
Which totally goes against everything I believe in. Okay. Lisa Shepherd, will I get another job soon? You're a complex person. You overthink everything and you say what you think, which makes it hard to establish anything anywhere. Yes, you're not doing what your heart says for you to do. Do what your heart says for you to do, and you'll That's the job.
Yeah, I pulled the 2 pentacles. You need to find a balance that's going to make you happy.
Let's see. Saying hello to everybody.
Yeah, everybody's so friendly.
Donna wants a card.
Oh, let's see if I can find it. I'm terrified now because I've picked some bad
You're
cards
giving
today.
these really good. I've given some bad things today.
I don't like to do bad things.
This is why you're not reading out there somewhere.
I hate to tell people bad things.
You can go to psychic medium school and they will instruct you to not ever give anybody any bad information. The big one over in England, no bad information. That's just dumb. You want to know the bad stuff.
I got the Lovers, which is, it's a good card, of course. It's a good card. So same thing. I don't know if you're starting something or you're in something. It's a partnership of some sort, but whoever it is you chose to be.
They're naked.
Yeah, they're naked. They're naked.
Almost anatomically correct too. You should look at that real quick.
Whatever partnership you're dealing with right now, I don't know. It's a
bound to fail.
New relationship.
Bound to fail. See, I said it for you.
No, I didn't. I wasn't going to say bound to fail.
It's bound to fail because someone's not participating in the right manner.
Oh no.
Any help on why? Something to do with pressure and tension, and something to do with it's a combination of things. You have a shampoo with a high something content in it, flaky, and then your stress level is too high.
Stress will make your hair come out like crazy.
Doctor said no findings. Where's my PhD? What's this Me Too, Benny?
Nothing.
That's not my time. You don't have to give bad answers.
No.
Okay, I know you're going to get very annoyed with me by asking this because I've asked a question already, or I have missed my calling to become a performer. It's never too late. You have to shapen up, though. You've got to get your ass in gear. You've got to work like 10 hours a day until you can't stand up and then get up and do it again. It requires...
And if you're old like us, you don't want to do that.
It's a lot of old, fine dancers. A lot of old, fine... I mean...
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, in the industry... Fred Astaire, he was hoofing. He was 80. He was still kicking it. So talent always finds a place. Talent always attracts people and finds them a place. See, here's the problem. You doubt your success. You don't think you can succeed. Is Joe in a relationship? Not at this time. He doesn't feel like he's in one anyway. He doesn't feel connected to anyone. Lonesome. Doesn't feel connected to anyone. But it's not going to last, I don't think. I think he has a big change coming. Why don't you call Joe? Oh, I didn't see the dog killing thing. Well, we're up here. We're up here to focus on solutions. They're delaying it. They don't believe your
disability.
Your disability is real. They think you're faking, and they don't want to see you get money, and they're investigating. Well, we won't help you in that. Did you not want to answer who killed my dog? Unless if I'm reading these and it's something that the other side doesn't want to answer, then they don't give me the answer.
And sometimes you just jump out of the screen and can't see it.
I'm not allowed to read some things. I don't know why. I seem to can talk about just about anything, but at some point, I glance at these and the words themselves stop me. Maybe I just see one word and I stop, and then something comes from the other side because they picked that one for me to read. Is it possible your dog died of natural causes?
That's Ricky. Ricky's dog.
I'm not getting anything. I am getting one word, and I'll give it to you, but I don't know if that's who it is. I'm getting Scott. And I got it twice. I got it once and thought I won't tell him that because I don't know. I could be getting somebody in a lot of trouble.
Oh, she was shot. That was
was
not
shot.
natural causes.
Somebody named Scott is what I got. This is a vindictive person. It has nothing to do with your dog. They just don't like dogs. Any dog.
That's terrible.
Got bit once. Do you own a company? What's the answer on that
For
one?
For Ricky.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want a company?
Miller Fansky, there's two things you can
No,
do for
he
your cat.
doesn't.
You can learn. Somebody new in the neighborhood. Where was that? Yeah, Mildred, you learn how to self heal if you were in my class, and you can put your hands on there and it goes away. They stop hurting. It's possible that you may be healing them anyway. Does your cat jump in your lap a lot for just no apparent reason? Or does this cat keep to itself? Because if you're putting out healing energy, the cat should come to you all the time. I don't know who killed your dog. They're not saying, but the name Scott is in there and someone recent in the neighborhood.
And no, he answered yes, no, and then yes. So I'm not quite sure what that's going on.
Oh,
So
I can't.
I read. Oh,
Learn how to do healing with your hands. Watch for her answer, would you, Mildred?
okay.
Duchess Mayberry.
Duchess of Mayberry likes your answers.
Yeah, she's on my side. See, smart
That's
woman.
all right.
She's a smart woman. She's a duchess.
That makes it
Okay.
important.
Yes.
Oh, poor dog. Poor dog. Poor dog.
I like that. Life is a mindset. Lorraine.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Lorraine. That's an old song, by the way. Sweet Lorraine. You can look it up. Natural anti-inflammatory fats to add to their food. Well, there's nothing more natural than the healing energy out of your own hands. I think I'd try that first because you don't know how these drugs are going to affect your pet.
Yeah, we gave drugs to Peanut once. It was quite interesting.
We didn't hear from him for a whole day.
Whole day.
This Miller's got a cat thing, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Cat.
Go down. Oh, look at that.
Shaz, may I have a card,
Let's
please?
see. Let's see. We have a good card.
Oh, your dog was shot. Yeah, she said that. This person just doesn't like dogs. It's someone you know or have met. But I think it's a new thing.
So
I wrote to Joe. Will he respond? Well, you could wait.
Here, this is what I got for Shaz. So
There's a guy on a pony with a stick.
A guy on a pony with a stick. Maybe somebody new showing up.
See what that means?
Could.
Is that the knight in shining armor?
He might be. It's shiny.
He's got a stick.
He's got a stick.
Got a horse.
Got a nice horse.
Horsey.
Message of some sort, I believe it's going to be. Your time is being limited here, my dear. 5 minutes because you have work.
Oh, I have work to do at 3, so
5 more minutes.
There's something from Johnny. They were reading a year ago. His best friend has liver damage. Oh, man. I used to sing in the piano bar. I love that
That's
piano
great.
bar. Sweet Lorraine, Lorraine. Some kind of jazz tune. I can't, anyway. Okay. I'm starting to think, should have my 18-year-old son checking his mind or something? What do you mean?
Ow.
From a doctor is what I mean. Why don't you ask him what he thinks about it? Your son will be honest with you. If he's having difficulties, maybe somebody else would have a different perspective on it. It always helps to have another perspective on it, and he might be interested in that. Just from a life point of view, because they see something that you don't see or that they see. People see things in me all the time. Anyway, I got to go. I got to do a little thing. So everybody say goodbye.
Thanks for showing up. It's fun. I'm glad we made it in time. We almost did.
You made it in time.
I made it in time.
I was sitting here.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so great.
Johnny, your lungs will come back some, but not completely.
Oh my goodness.
Damage has been done, but they will recover to a great degree.
It's always good to quit smoking.
You inhale the smoke too deep, and that's damaged some things that you can't get back, but a lot of it will fix itself. There's Sassy, Dr. Sassy, Tina Mack.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thanks for showing up. We enjoy it. We have fun.
We have a good time.
It's a great way to spend some time in the afternoon. Okay.
All right. Say goodbye, Gary.
Bye-bye. The next one's in October the 16th is a free reading.
Healing.
Healing. What did I say? Free. Okay, healing.
Aye.
It'll work out.
Okay.
It'll work out. Life is not specific all the time.
No, not specific.
Life is loose. Life is loose.
No loosey-goosey here.
Okay.
All right.
Oop. I have one more thing for Tammy. They're saying only time will tell. That's like a non-answer, isn't it?
That's a non-answer.
Bye. End stream. End stream.